wife at home.
Whoa.
I haven't seen her since.
Boy, man.
Say something out of context?
We gotta get going. Tommy's got things to do.
All right.
All right. I'd like to call to order tonight. And before we get started, I'm gonna give you a phone number to call in for comments for the audience. And then I will give it again before that time, so you'll know when to call in if you have something. And the phone number is gonna be 513-760-4632. Once again, 513-760-4632. And we'll let you know when the comments from the audience starts, and then give you a chance to call in if you have anything. Okay, I'd like to call to order the Lawrenceburg City Board of Works for January 19th, 2021, with a roll call, please.
Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
Okay. Any announcements? I don't have anything for this meeting, guys.
I'm nothing, Mayor.
Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. First item, a new business. Myself, I'd like permission to post a building and maintenance laborer's position internally and a parks caretaker position internally.
So that's one of each.
One of each. We need, we had lost some folks out of those departments or
Correct.
retirements and such. And just trying to get the job bids, sort of get a structure to it over there.
I'll make the motion to do so.
Okay, second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the 2021 Comprehensive Plan recommendation. Guinevere Emery and Mr. Mario Todd.
Age before beauty, huh?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No comment.
I don't know if you're gonna hit that category either way, Jay Mario.
Good evening. I think in your packet, you probably found the comprehensive plan summary that Guinevere prepared. Pretty self-explanatory. I think, are you familiar with the plan and why we need the plan?
Any questions, guys?
Somewhat, but if you want to explain just briefly. And
It is a state mandate, and Dell could probably expand a little farther than what I can. Every 10 years, we actually have to have a comprehensive plan going forward. And I don't know if anybody's looked at the last plan that was in our, online, but it's in our files that we really didn't pay a lot of attention to over the last 10 years.
Yeah, and that's correct, and we have kind of just done our best in the interim. So some of the things that we've done as a matter of necessity between that comprehensive plan and now are different than what's in the plan. So this is a way to clean that up, to have consistency, and like Mario said, comply with state regulations. And then that's important because when we think about eligibility for grant programs and other things like that, you have to have a solid master plan and one that fits with what we actually do here.
Correct. And I think we've had some good directions here. I'm hoping with this administration, as we did with the last, especially for our Riverfront, that's going to be, I think, probably one of the key points in the plan. It'd be an aquatic plan.
I know we originally had one bid, and I know we got, we had three respond?
Four responses.
Okay.
So you'll see HWC Engineering, McBride Dale Clarion, the Kennett Consultant Group, and DB Engineering. So this comprehensive plan comparables chart kind of breaks down some summary areas. So there's a lot of information that you've digested. We're looking at price, timeline, experience, deliverables, and then some recommendations.
Okay.
The price points were $55,000 lump sum from HWC Engineering, McBride, Dale, Clarion, $75,000 not to exceed with hourly rates. The Kennett Consultant Group had two phases between $30,000 to $80,000 for the full comprehensive plan, with DB Engineering $80,000, not including the $3,000 for in-person task force meetings, an additional $5,000 to develop and attend public meetings to present those final comprehensive plans. So the timelines, we're under a requirement to get this done this year. The timelines range from 9 months all the way up to a mutually agreed upon time. HWC Engineering, 9 months from notice to proceed. You'll look at the experience. We've had, our prior comprehensive plan was done in 2011 by the Kennett Consultant Group. DB Engineering has some transportation and trail planning experience that was identified. McBride, Dale, Clarion was focused in the tri-state. They did have a river, city, and a tri-state region comparison with the city of Parkersburg. But HWC Engineering had the most comprehensive planning experience within the state of Indiana, including the New Albany Riverfront development, Franklin, Indiana, their Gateway project that resulted in $21 million investment. They're very familiar with local, state, and federal grant funding cycles, such as with Rushville's Stellar project procurement that they've pursued. Over $117 million in private public investment resulted in 4 years from 97 projects. So they're very strong within the local area here. Within the last several years, Aurora, Greendale, Rising Sun, and with one Dearborn. Looking at the deliverables, you know, this is a public engagement opportunity here with the effects of COVID. We have to do things a little differently. We'll have a series with the comp plan of public workshops. There's a public survey, a website that'll be created. That was relevant with HWC Engineering. You'll see that some of these proposals didn't include a website or a public survey. We're looking at deliverables like the video that is part of HWC Engineering's proposal we can use for marketing purposes. We'll be able to have these deliverables in the future, but making sure that everybody's part of the process moving forward in a really great format that has produced results.
In saying that, I think the steering committee is a great component with HWC also.
Absolutely.
This is excellent work with the comparison chart that you
Yes,
guys did.
very
Thank you
good.
for that.
Helped me out tremendously.
Any questions from you guys?
I have none.
No.
So what's your recommendation then?
Would be HWC Engineering Group,
At 55,000?
lump sum 55,000 with a 9 months work time.
Okay. Any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the 2021 comprehensive plan to be awarded to HWC Engineering at a sum of $55,000 and a 9-month deliverable on the time of completion.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, I have no other new business for this meeting. Old business, State Route 48.
Old State
bid-
Route 48 building.
Old State Route 48, I'm sorry. Yes, we're very familiar with that one. This is for the project opening for the fixing of the slip.
Correct. And since we don't have it under new business, I'd like for the attorney to open and read off.
Yes, sir.
And we're just gonna take these under advisement tonight.
Okay.
And the award will actually be the first meeting in February.
All right.
So it's 6:09 p.m. We're in public meeting, Board of Public Works and Safety. The first packet here is to the City of Lawrenceburg from Paul H. Rowe Company. Bid date January 19th, 2 p.m. deadline, and looks like we received this today at 1 p.m.
Now use one of those.
I can figure it out.
I don't.
As long as I don't cut my finger off. I've got bid form.
96.
I want to let Mark, what we need is the total.
The last page will.
Got a bond.
They'll take it under advisement, make sure they got everything that they need
Yeah.
for the packet.
Bid amount on that page. Going backwards. Oh, that is, okay. Just like I said, the first page. $701,193.40.
What was that number again, Dale? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. 701-193.40 from Paul H. Rowe.
Okay.
701-193.40. Thank you, sir. We've got second bid coming in from All Star Paving Incorporated in Seymour, Indiana, to City of Lawrenceburg. Looks like we received this. Brittany Dollar did at 1:26 p.m. today. See a bid bond, see a bid form for a price of $637,821.45. $637,821.45.
Okay. And the third one?
And third and final bid, sealed bid from Dave O'Mara, contractor. Looks like it was received by Mr. Fetty at 1:25 p.m. today. The bid amount is $987,076 even. $987.76.
So tonight, Mario, you just wanted a motion to take it under advisement? Correct. And come back and make sure they got all their necessary paperwork, and then come back and make the recommendation at the next meeting?
Yeah, I have one question. I know we've had Paul Rowe and I know we've had O'Mara. Have we ever had this All-Star company do any work for the city?
He has done work for us in the past,
Have they? Okay.
They're pre-qualified also for the city.
Seems like a large delta between the lowest and the largest, but Mario will make sure that they got everything that's supposed to be covered in the bid, and we'll come back to us next meeting. So can I get a motion to allow this to allow the staff to take this under advisement, and then come back with a recommendation at the next meeting?
I'll make that motion,
God
Mayor.
bless you.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. All right.
Who was doing sneezing?
Thanks, Mario.
Thank you.
Any other old business, anyone? All right. If not, entertain a motion to approve the claims.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. All right, next meeting I would like to call to order is the City of Lawrenceburg Utility Board for January 19th, 2021, with a roll call, Mr. Fetty.
Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Justin Noppert.
Yes, sir.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Board Member Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Board Member Brett Von Duren.
Yes, sir.
City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
Utility Director Billy Kennett.
Here.
President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
Okay. Any announcements, Mr. Kennett, for the group?
Just have a couple of things, and I apologize, the deadline for the board material snuck up on me this month, so I've been trying to send out some stuff, just some documents to go through, and I'd just like to go through first the Reedy Financial Report. We are continuing to get really good financial information out of this report. Some of the things that just kind of stuck out to me, I like to look at that summary sheet that we get, and water thus far. So we have financials up through the end of November. That's what this report was for. So we're still missing 1 month worth for the year, and we'll get that next month. But water is operating at a deficit. So, you know, one of the things we've talked about is rate studies and what our rates are and how are we doing. it's pretty clear to us that water's operating in a deficit right now. So that's definitely something that we're gonna have to take a look at. Sewer's operating at a positive, and electric is operating a positive. The numbers are still fluctuating more than what we'd like from month to month, so we're not getting true accounting for each month. We're still in a catch-up mode. We'll get there. We're slowly getting there. So the numbers are still kind of bouncing around a little bit more than what I'd like, but we are getting there as far as getting caught up, and we'll continue to get better at that. So all in all, a lot of positives. It's a great report, and we're definitely getting what we would like. Any questions about the financial report? Okay. Second thing, and these are emails that I've sent to you, just kind of more informative than anything, like the electric bill that we receive from IMPA each year. And what they do is they do an estimated projection of where they think we're gonna be for this coming year. And so just a good informative thing of, looking at this and our projected IMPA annual bill is $2.6 million. Comes out to an average cost of 7 cents a kilowatt hour. And it just kind of puts things in perspective, because, that's a huge portion of our overall annual budget for the electric. And 7 cents a kilowatt hour before we even get started, and we're averaging about 10 cents a kilowatt hour. So just kind of let you know how big this IMPA bill is, and how one of the things that we're doing is studying that bill and what can we do to improve our gross margins and reduce our costs, and those are some of the things that we're implementing. Third thing I have on the list, and I just sent this out today, and it's a big topic, certainly not anything that I was prepared for tonight to discuss, but we are going to have the talk, and that talk is AMR metering versus AMI. Currently, we're using an AMR system. Industry is moving towards an AMI system, which is a computer. AMR is a handheld, so we drive around with the handhelds and we automatically take the meter reads. That's put into our billing system. AMI is more of a computer generated, where you have like repeaters and data collectors out there, where it automatically is reading the meters, and there's a lot of functionality you get behind it, but it's a big dollar ticket. So we have to have the talk. We're looking at investments into our meters. AMR is not compatible with AMI. There are some hybrid systems out there, but we're looking at big future investments as far as the 150 meters that are going in at Flaherty and Collins. Those are all new meters. We're looking at new water meters as well. And so we're looking at a big investment coming up here in the next year or 2 years. And so the question is, do we want to stay with AMR technology and invest in that? Do we want to convert everything over to an AMI system? Do we want to go with a hybrid system? These are all talks that we need to have. So I put together the document and just sent it out to you tonight, so you can review it, so we can start thinking about it, start talking about it.
Money talks, Billy, money talks.
Yeah, yeah. So those are the three things that I've been working on and preparing, just more of informational type things. So that's all I had, Mayor.
So AMR and AMI, they're based for both the water and the electric meters?
Yeah. Whatever we would do, it would be compatible with both our electric and water system. And that's good point, Justin. That's a reason the board approved the $300,000 for the new water meters in September of last year. But we've held off on doing anything on that until we figure out what transmitter we want to put on those meters, because I didn't want to spend the money to put an AMR transmitter on there and then turn around 6 months, a year, or 2 years later and have to change that out. Just trying to make sure we're making the right decisions, both financially and operationally.
Yeah, that would have been one of my questions, whether they've been compatible. If you
Yep.
put in the AMI, would we be able to use it as the AMR and then eventually go to the AMI? Because it sounds like we're gonna be spending more money to do it that way.
Right. There is a hybrid system that's out there that will allow you to operate both AMR and AMI together. And basically what it does is the AMI meter shares the AMR meter information through the AMI meters back to the data collectors, and then it's kept separate, and then they're separate files sent to the billing system. But it'll allow us to do that on a phase basis, so you can convert over to AMI on a phase basis. All of that's in the report that talks about all that. So there's some options. It's a discussion that we need to have, and you know, what we wanna do is have a game plan, you know, figure out what our path is forward. You know, do we wanna stay with the AMR? Do we wanna do a phased out to an AMI, or just do all out AMI over the next year or so and get everything converted?
Would this be something where you would recommend that we have some kind of meeting, special meeting, executive session, or what's your plans there?
Yeah, that was my plan for the retreat that we was gonna have.
Okay.
I wanted to have this prepared so that we could be a topic of discussion, because it's definitely not a 5-minute discussion. It's
Yeah.
something, there's a lot to this, and it's a lot of money, and I just wanna make sure that we are doing the right things and making the right choices and going forward in the right direction.
Start working on it, because I think March might be the date
Okay.
for retreat.
Did you say we got a copy of that?
Yeah, I sent it about 5:30 tonight in your email.
Okay.
Any questions for Billy? All right, no other announcements? Entertain a motion then to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. So no new business tonight. Billy, old business? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims for utilities.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thanks for the update, Mr. Kennett.
Yes.
Thank you.
Final meeting for tonight, I'd like to call to order the Lawrenceburg Common Council for January 19th, 2021, and we all could rise for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That wasn't a dig, I just see how you get up sometimes. It hurts me.
Hurt you to watch me?
Yes, it does.
I hear
Seeing
you.
that cringe
I hear
is
you.
like, whew.
Trust me. Wait till you get my age,
I feel
Tommy.
you.
Wait till you get my age.
I'll be there.
Don't let him kid you, Tommy, he's young.
Yeah, 30-something.
I'm aware of that.
All right. Can I get a roll call, please?
Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Here.
Councilperson Justin Noppert.
Yes, sir.
Councilperson Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Present.
Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
We've got City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
We got Utility Director Billy Kennett.
Here.
We got the Mayor Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, announcements. Board reports, streets, alleys, and curbs downtown. Mr. Abbott.
We're all good.
All right, sir. Streets, alleys, and curbs, Ludlow Hill, Mr. Fryman.
All good.
Finance, Mr. Bondurant.
No report, Mayor.
Parks and Playgrounds, Mr. Noppert.
Not unless Mr. Todd has an update on the,
Art Street.
Art Street, yeah.
Hopefully tomorrow, the demo crew is gonna start removing some parts and pieces. It's probably gonna take them anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to complete their task. Then our folks will start coming in and doing the new stuff.
That's City of Aurora.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And we're on, timing-wise, we're good with our supplier.
So far, yes, yeah, we're still waiting for a ship to date, so right now we're still
Okay.
kind of limbo on that.
Okay.
What was the goal initially? April 1, right?
We're
Well,
hopeful
or May-
at least
May
Memorial
1.
Day open.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have a soft opening before then.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be great for the kids. Okay, good. Anything else on parks and playgrounds, Justin?
Yes, sir.
Fire department, Mr. Rolette?
Nothing to report, Mayor.
All right, sir. I got a couple of announcements. We'll continue, I guess, with having our meetings as we have them posted. Not open to the public until we get out of the red status. That's what we had decided, I think, the last meeting. Just wanted to remind the folks out in the audience of that, folks that are listening. And talking to the health folks, health departments, obviously nobody knows when that might be. Still seeing a lot of cases of it at the local hospital, I know that, so just hang with us. The other thing is we're starting our planning for our first event of the year. Really, outdoor event would be our community picnic that we have, where you guys are involved with maybe doing some cooking and things like that, grilling out. It's just for a community event. It's scheduled right now for April 24th at the Civic Park, so mark it on your calendars. We'll keep you updated as it gets closer, but want to let everybody know that put that date aside. At some point very soon, we'll get you a list of our calendar of events for the entire spring, summer, and fall season. So you guys will have that as well. So
We got some lost time to make up for.
lost time, yeah, no doubt. I think everybody's ready, but
Yeah.
just so hopefully that everything works out that we can. Okay, I don't have any other announcements. You guys got anything you want to add or under announcements? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, in front of you, you got the updated, an amendment to ordinance number 13-2020, I'm sorry, ordinance number 13-2020. This is an amendment. Which ordinance would this be, Mark, number one?
Number 1.
Okay, this is ordinance number 1-2021, and this is due to the, from negotiations and such, we had to get some things added into the salary, ordinance. You see those positions, there was negotiated that the diesel mechanic, pay would be, the hourly rate of $30.35. The clerk treasurer junior accountant position is, that we posted and, was filled. And then the non-union positions, the community center director, community center administrative, full-time hourly rate, community center evening supervisor, part-time rate, and then, of course, our IT manager, you see his salary there as well. Any questions regarding any of those positions?
For clarification, the diesel mechanic is still basically, you're having a diesel mechanic listed in the CBA, but he's making the same amount as a mechanic A, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
that
it's
was.
not like we're adding this.
No,
just-
it's not added. Good point. Good clarification. Yes. Yes, you're exactly right. Thank you. Any other questions? Community center director is just an estimate on the high end,
Correct.
in case, it depends what's negotiated when you guys hire a new director. So, if no questions, I'd entertain a motion to approve ordinance 1-2021, and I would ask that we approve this in first and only reading tonight, if it's done unanimously. Can I get a motion?
I'll
Make
make,
a motion.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, and ordinance number 1-2021 is approved. Thank you. Next is Mr. Fetty. You got a dormant fund ordinance. This will be ordinance number 2-2021.
Yes, we got a couple funds, a couple funds that we no longer use, and what we want to do is just kind of get them off the ordinance and get them off the books there. You can see there's not much money left in any of them. We have the Fall Fest Fund, which we kind of changed that and kind of redid how we kind of do that fund. And of course, it's no longer called the Fall Fest, so. We want to do that, and of course, the Public Facility Fund, I think that was created with the Adult Center when they did the rehab, the grant on that one.
Grant, yep.
And then the last one is the Indiana Housing Development Grant Fund. I believe that one was done with, I think ARA kind of helped us with that one, and we kind of did some of the vendors would send stuff to the ARA, which would send to the city, which then we would send back to us, and then we pay the vendors and stuff, but we no longer use that one either, so. Just wanting to get those off the books.
Do we have a different fund that we use for ARA if we end up using that again?
I believe we could create a new fund, you know, if we were going to. It's just one of those things. And the reason you see $7.53, it was interest that was put in there when the fund was depleted. And of course, that one right there, I believe that one is a separate account, which is charging us money, so.
If ARA comes back and offers that grant program, obviously, you know, if you guys voted to take advantage of it, we will do it because it's a great program.
Mm-hmm. How long has it been ARA? Was that like a couple years ago or 3 years ago? Or do you
I don't
remember
think
offhand?
we've been involved now it's starting the second year.
Second year, okay.
I think last year they didn't have any of those grants. I think part of that was because of COVID. Yeah, okay. All right, any questions about these three that Mr. Fetty's asking to go dormant? Just so you know that these will go dormant, and the balances that total $498.50 will go to the rainy day fund.
Yeah, anytime you close a fund, it's supposed to go to the rainy day, so.
So I would, any other questions? I would entertain a motion then to approve ordinance number 2-2021 and approve tonight on the first reading as long as it is unanimous in nature.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
You say second? I'm sorry. Oh, Justin? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, guys. All right, I have no other new business and I have no old business. Anyone here have anything? Okay, at this point, I'm going to give you a phone number again. If you want to call in for comments from the audience, the phone number is 513-760-4632. We'll give that a minute or two for people to call in, and if they have anything they would like to bring up.
I would like to bring up one thing, maybe up on top of where you park to get up on top of the, I can't think.
The
On the levee. I just don't wanna let that die. Maybe keep that in mind to fix that, like we was talking about.
We're actually applied for a grant
Great.
to do something up there.
It'd be really nice if we get that fixed. That'd be really.
The one for up on the park,
Swings and
up
stuff.
on the swing sets, up on the,
For the Lawrenceburg Riverfront pergola swing corridor through the.
whatever you call it.
There you go. Don't give her a chance to pitch.
Yeah,
She's on it.
We have passed the first stage. This is a grant coordinated by the IDDC, and so all of us are working together for a set of 3 pergola swing sites.
Whenever we just go, but just so it gets captured, just go.
sorry.
No, you're fine. This is good stuff people want to know.
Yeah, so people can hear it.
This is a community placemaking opportunity for a grant through the Indiana Destination Development Corporation. So it's for a pergola, Lawrenceburg Riverfront pergola swing corridor. So there are 3 sites that were identified for pergola structures, a
What was the
total
name
of
of it?
9 strings.
Ludlow Hill, you gotta,
Lawrenceburg what?
pergola is.
Yeah, what is a
The
pergola?
Lawrenceburg Riverfront pergola swing corridor. And
Pergola what?
Structures.
quiz, how many times was that in the grant application? Like 60. So it's probably. So 3 different sites identified. It's a structure with custom-made Stewart Iron Works swings. It'll have a Lawrenceburg ribbon plate on the side. It'll have the Lawrenceburg logo. And these are structures that will be in front of Partners in Health, IV Tech, and the Dearborn Trail Access Trailhead. So it connects the riverfront, the downtown area, the neighborhoods, the businesses, the cities of Aurora, Lawrenceburg, and Greendale, and it's part of the continual evolution of your riverfront development. So it's got great potential. So we are also then pursuing that grant application. So we've passed phase 1. The application was complete. We should know by February 15th if we are eligible to go to the next stage, which would be to present at the IDDC in March with a digital presentation. So if we get to that point, win-win, we're going to have a visual digital presentation that we can use for marketing, tell our story here with Lawrenceburg, and have an awesome project. So we're pretty excited.
Linda, you want to be in that presentation?
Well, I was just wanting
We're
to
gonna get
say,
Lenny on a swing.
Before
so
Lenny
I
said.
just was wanting to ask,
Packed.
you know, for doing all that, is we got room up there for a merry-go-round?
Say, here goes
Okay.
the Ferris wheel.
We've,
No, is this,
With a bunch of
I
lights
would-
on it?
Thank
Guinevere, is
you.
this a matching type of funding type of situation?
It is
or how's
matching.
So this is a matching fund.
$1,000 grant, right?
Okay,
It's up to 250,000, but our project is about 120,000. So we're asking for 60,000. 60,000 would come from rainy day funds, but part of this project will also include a sponsorship program to where the community is engaged in sponsoring each of these swings at $3,000. So this would be, you know, for families, for corporations. There will be a brass plaque on each swing that can have a city or a company logo or a family tribute. And we anticipate about $32,000 in revenue if we get all 9 swings sponsored on a prior.
Any swing.
on
Hey, just a swing.
yeah,
Lenny's
so
pergola.
those funds generated will be reinvested into the asset management, the maintenance and long-term protection of that
so do we already have
Lawrenceburg Riverfront pergola
kind of
swing corridor.
preliminary approval, or any of these going on the levy system?
So we are,
No, we
Mario
can't get any approval
and
yet.
our crews will be working with the Lawrenceburg Conservancy District,
Yeah,
Army Corps of Engineering, and that's in the grant application as far as part of our project and our timeline, and so working together, all of these agencies to have some beautiful riverfront
I mean, if we were able to get
attractions.
these, and sounds like that's a favorable numbers, and especially if we had some grant funds, you know, then that's gonna help, you know, I know we were upward of almost $1 million on that infill, you know, up by the parking garage, so, I mean, I think this would accommodate a similar need that we have.
There's a way to get things done. Research, tweak, and duplicate. Instead of excavation and infill, we're looking at sites that are partnering with the city, the Lawrenceburg assets that are owned, and you know, at a lower, more reasonable
Yeah.
cost.
If you'd
That's
like to see a location, there's some green traffic cones at all 3 locations on the levee.
So thanks. Pretty exciting
Excellent,
project.
yeah, thanks.
Yes, thank you, Guinevere.
Welcome.
Okay, no comments from the audience. I didn't get a call. So I'd entertain a motion to approve the claims.
I'll make a motion.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Well, they're taking that right away from me, ain't they? I always like to be the one to close it out.
They took it away from you, huh?
Yeah, they're jumping right on. Everybody wants to
I
get out.
think I may have been the first and second.
Signatures. Mayor, I need 2 years too. For the
Oh,